the second quarter.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. For a start, 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep. So the teammate picking him up there, that was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We're going to get it back.
He finds his target at Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this first quarter,
every 10 yards is the first down.
Maybe can get them
okay.
and moving in the right direction.
Prescott looks to throw one first. That's caught again by Schultz. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed out on that route. He's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there, finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. And Schultz. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1 second down, Jacobs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic.
Oh, Jesus.
He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Now Prescott going to change the play. Now they'll audible to something else. On first down, they go to Jacobs again. He's going to pull this way down about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he has met that line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of first with third down with play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. He's not going to get there. That probably would be close. It was blown over the backfield. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And all here to get a new look. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Oh, they're changing this at the line. In motion, Hill. Prescott to throw on forward. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They fall on 4th and goal. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this time out on the 1-yard line. 2nd and 9. Try the left side with Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line. But this is just going to make things worse.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Fielded at the 43. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Jesus. Oh, my shit.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And now look at this, big game, football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. This week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it. And not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Okay.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here.
Get Jameer. Get Jameer.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude.
Get Jameer.
Doesn't it? You catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter action now for Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
God, man. Oh, shit. Ass.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Ethan Evans on down to punt. take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator. Sometimes I just make a all right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Prescott on 1st down.
Come on, Jalen Johnson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steeler 1st down and the pickup of 11 yards.
Yeah, that's Tyreek.
Now Dak
It's a fantasy draft. Excuse me.
on 1st and 10, Prescott. And this is called Jennings. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Yes.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now they'll shift things around. Completes it to Jennings. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive 1st down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You're the offensive coordinator.
They got into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Most are leading for the defense, and if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And tough sledding. Now get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Now come up now, 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now for the 1st and goal.
And Jennings will go in motion right. Here's Jacobs. Bringing on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things were going to go their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Here's Prescott. That's out to him. Right side complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Fourth down, Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and injury on the play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Drive starts with a goal from Gibbs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go with Gibbs. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Going to take it in here by McCool. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before. I believe they buzz down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage, amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They go play action with Hurts. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. Santos able to tackle the extra point, and the round is on here in this first half.
Yes.
Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. They need a yard shy of there at the 24. Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. In motion left goes Jennings. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until it takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought? A quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times.
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Team celebration.
Santos with the extra point, and the round is on here in this first half.
Bro, you see how big I am and how little you are?
Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
I don't own a pair of shirts that you bought.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They're going deep for Hill, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
So long we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
That was crazy.
To this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I can't believe he went out there and caught that shit.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw certain Super Bowl, a 24-point lead, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 2. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down on them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jimmy Johnson. And the Lions are going to take over a couple yards shy of midfield.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling for points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. And quickly, they get to the line. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. If they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Prescott. Short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously, a lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they take over right at the 50. Gosh, you add up last week and this
maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And this is right 3 all the way down the outskirts of the red zone. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
A give right side for Gibbs. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Hurts changing up the play. On second down, here's Gibbs.
Ew. That's a good tackle.
Back at the 21-yard line.
That's a
They
fucking
wind up
good
losing
tackle.
a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw. Nice catch, man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Lions are pouring on. Now, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there were a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably going out the window, Charles. But do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game is on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Jalen Johnson.
Interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will finally get it, but not until it's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
Jameer, break that shit.
And they're going to speed things up here. 2nd down, they go back to Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Now a throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they're making this field goal attempt.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Gibbs going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return of what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Jaylon Johnson!
Get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play.
Jaylon fucking Johnson.
And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Prescott is going to change things up here.
That's caught by Jennings. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now they'll change things up.
Prescott yet again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27.
54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First down, Prescott. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Jennings. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. There's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to feel a little bit wondering out
the season unfolding, we can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. That's a pretty strong run there. He'll take us across the 50 and down to the 44. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Oh, my God.
He's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here. They had some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the ball continues. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this way. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Santos with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
And my goodness, another interception. Julian Love picks it, and the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that's a big one.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. This 2nd and 4. Trying to left side with Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On again, here's Gibbs. He's going to get this down inside 40. First down lands on a pickup of 13. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, about that. A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front. Say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines. Let's close this one out.
And they will only muster a yard here at the 38.
Oh, shit.
Hurts going to move him around. They'll go again with Gibbs. A nice burst there as he takes this inside the 30 to the 20-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the players, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be here. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He wanted his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Fully incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Shit.
Hurts.
Oh, shit.
Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Fucking touchdown, Jameer.
You've got to be prepared to stay with him. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
Touchdown here, Santos, to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's why they got a setback and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
One last shot now for Prescott.